boys, they're back in black, and I gotta say, those motherfuckers looking clean. I mean, clean with those suits on. Like, you can't hate the Shinsengumi. No matter how hard they try and all that, they're always styling and literally profiling, and I loved it. Like, all the boys, you got Shogo, you got Hijikata, and you got everyone's favorite. Like, come on, like, is anyone ever gonna, let's say, you know, Kondo's bad character? Nah, we all love that boy that, like, grounds out all those for, like, rapscallions together, and just, oh, wow, just amazing to see them back after so long. Like, we saw that little snippet of them in 605, but we finally got to see him, like, go back again in this chapter of Gintama. So that's not all. We had everyone come back and all that from, like, the Shinsengumi squad and all that. I love the fact that they got their boss coming in there, like that sick-ass old version of Gogo 13 motherfucker with his cigarette. He's like, you know, we're gonna protect the country and destroy it. It's like karma for those that live in it. There's no place for the like of you bastards in here. And he's like, I just Kondo, like what, like, you know, Gintoki did to him and his boys. It's like, he's saying like, alright, let's go, you bastards and all that. Let's show them this country's true power. And just like Gintoki there, just like, like these motherfuckers like that going in, and just every single one of them side by side taking out some of these fuckers. And I just love that. And like when they're like either or having like massive pops at each other and all that, like throughout the entirety of it and all that. Like, I really did enjoy that. And then they're like, oh, time to show our true power, as like Kondo takes out the headband, which I know a lot of people saying that's the Joey headband. I was like, oh, that's such a good thing. And he pulls it off, and it's like some fucking weighted training shit. He's just like, it drops to the ground and it just smashes to that. He's like, you know, as a way of constraining my incredible power, I've been better wearing this headband made of super heavy alloys. And then it's just like, ah, I can release my power, and just, oh, it was so great and all that. And it's just like, and he's like, oh, I haven't felt this light in so long. And then he just, all his clothes just fall off, and he's like, oh, I just shit myself as well. It's just like, oh, I let that one out. And it's just like, I don't weigh like anything at all. And I'm just like, I love that they're keeping in the comedy for this. And it's just, I love that, like, even with the fact that he's doing this and all that, it's just like, oh my god, he's actually stronger like this. And it's just like, and then he ends stepping in his own turn. And then the way that Hijikata and Sogo like work around there, once he's like, we gotta show what we've done as well, and he just goes nicotine curse break, and he's just like, oh, and by the way, I'm just slowing down on how much I smoke now. And it's just like, wait a minute, so you just started paying attention to your health? That's what it did to it. And then like Sogo's one is like, mayonnaise eruption. He just like wastes mayonnaise in front of Sogo, so pisses him off war. And it's just like, you're doing nothing but just aggravating him now more than he is already. And it's just like, I love that. It's just like coming to the end of all of them just doing their dumb gimmick things. Just as like, these aren't fucking power-ups. They're just fucking retarded, stupid things that just either aggravates them or just, oh, I miss you, Shinsengumi and all that. I've missed you for quite a while. And then you get to the last bit of the chapter where like Gintoki and Shinpachi are just going, these mother, like, I can't deal with these clams, like, I can't, like that. And he's like, oh, what do you think you're doing, like, boss, and all that, and humans don't change easily, and I hate to say it all the time and all that, you know, our spirits haven't changed at all and all that. And you're like, who the fuck are you, like, you new character? And he's like, what do you mean, it's Yamazaki, and Yamazaki's this most bulked up Afro Schwarzenegger looking motherfucker, like, he looks like he came straight out of Predator and back, like that. And he's like, what the fuck happened to you, Yamazaki? Like, I was like wondering, like, where was he anyway? And it's just like, you went through a fucking training. I like how Yamazaki is the one out of all of them like that who started off as like some Yakuza thug, then turned into some little bitch, and now he's back into like, he's in Predator mode. He looks like he's arm wrestled with Schwarzenegger a couple of times. Like, it's nuts. And it just, I loved how that was the way that ended the chapter. It's just like, add some comedy in, add some like lightheartedness and all that. And it's just like, god damn it, we needed these guys for so long. A bit too long, Shinsengumi, and I love that you was actually going in and at the same time getting those laughs and love that we needed. But it's just like, my god, my favorite panel was honestly not from the chapter itself. It was actually the cover page where you saw all the boys walking up with their swords, and I was like, oh my god, it was so fucking badass. Like, yo, my squad going in. I was like, oh, that is so badass. So overall, like, really good, fantastic chapter. I've really missed them for a long ass time, and it feels a lot more rewarding now that we hadn't seen them in such a while, that the comedy like just like hits you harder and all that in these chapters, and just all of them just showcasing like how badass they like honestly have, like in a joking way, and also as well straight like we're actually going against some fuckers. They were taking on some tanks and shit, and they were going in like, oh, like the only thing you could ever say about this chapter is like, oh, we didn't pretty much move like much of the character progression, but a lot of this was just like comedy, reuniting the gang, kind of getting Gintoki out of that despair that he was having for a while, where he was like generally gonna give up when he was getting the tanks, and it's like, no, Kondo did exactly what like Gintoki did to them in the farewell Shinsengumi arc, and he pulled his head out of his own ass, and he managed to get these guys encouraged and actually continue pushing forward. So I love that it's come full circle, and like this, like that arc and this arc always have meanings, even if they were like fantastic arcs already. It's just like, no, it had another meaning to it, and I love that it's now coming full circle, and it's fantastic. So overall, I'm going to give this one straight up, even with the pacing stuff and all that, saying like, oh, we didn't advance too much. I love this chapter regardless. I'm going to give it a straight out of 9. Really love this chapter. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What did you think about this chapter of Gintama? Did you love it as much as I did? And how happy are you to have the Shinsengumi back in the series together and all that? That's all for me. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys though in a bit.